Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS.
Get ready to learn something new today with Gabe
and Andrea. And friends, today is the last day of this month's Hualien lesson. And Gabe, it has been interesting, hasn't it?
It's been good. It's been good to learn about different cultures and different customs in those cultures.
That is true, and Patty has been learning many things. Today we'll see her as she writes in her journal. Let's look at some key words that we'll see in that journal. The first key word is shawl. Shawl. Mom wears a red shawl over her shoulders to keep her warm.
Pig. Pig. Pigs are small animals that live on farms. Pork meat comes from pigs.
Staff. Staff. The restaurant has a really good staff. They take good care of their customers.
Instrument. Instrument. Angus can play many instruments. He is very good at playing piano. Okay, and we are very good at repeating these key words. The first one is shawl. Shawl.
Pig. Pig.
Staff. Staff.
Instrument. Instrument. Okay, let's go see Eddie.
Yeah, hey, I have a question.
Sure.
Is this the year of the pig?
No, Eddie, it's the year of the rat.
Year of the rat. See? You're wrong.
Okay, Eddie, it's okay. Maybe the pig didn't know, but do you know today's mission?
Oh, yeah, that I know. Today's mission is, what did Patty buy for her mother?
What did Patty buy for her mother?
Let's join Patty as she writes in her journal.
Dear Journal, I had so much fun today. We went back to Taroko Gorge and visited an Aboriginal village. The village is just for tourists now, but I saw many interesting things. And I bought a Taroko shawl for Mom. And I almost bought a Taroko poem, but Brian stopped me. He said none of the Taiwan Aboriginal tribes have a written language, so the man's poems couldn't be in the Taroko language.
I see. So now we know why the man's poems couldn't be in the Taroko language. Now, Gabe, do you remember why?
Well, yes. The answer is that none of the Taiwan Aboriginal tribes have a written language, so you can't write a poem if there is no written language.
That is true, but they do have spoken languages, languages that people speak. They just don't write down what they say.
That's right. So a written language is something that is written down, or something that you write down. And a spoken language is something that you speak. And most cultures, or all cultures, have a spoken language.
That is true. Well, we see that Patty is writing some of her adventures in her journal, and exciting things always happen to her. Patty also writes about a gift that she bought for her mother. And friends, that's the answer to today's mission. The question is, what did Patty buy for her mother?
What did Patty buy for her mother? She bought a Taroko shawl for her mother.
Yes, a shawl. Now, friends, let's look at the meaning of that word together. Say it with me. Shawl. Shawl. A shawl is something that a woman wears around her shoulders to keep her warm.
Yes, it keeps her warm, and many times it also looks nice. Usually a shawl looks nice on top of whatever shirt a woman is wearing.
Here we see the word shawl, S-H-A-W-L, but we don't actually say the W. When we say the word, we just say shawl.
Yes, so Patty is going to buy this Taroko shawl for Mom.
After we walked in the bamboo forest, we had dinner at the restaurant. It was fun to try Aboriginal food. Roger and I had barbecued pork and bamboo rice. Grandma and Brian had something called When the Mountain Pig Meets the Eiffel Tower. They said it was delicious. Then we watched some dances. All the dancers were hotel staff. Their dancing was great, and so were their costumes.
Well, we find out here that all the dancers were hotel staff. Friends, let's learn this key word, the word staff. Say it again, staff. Staff is talking about the workers of a place. So a place's staff is the people that work there.
So the hotel staff are all the people who work together at the hotel. But we know that this staff works at the hotel, but also dances, so they have more than one job.
Yes, and we see that all the dancers were hotel staff. Now, this word staff should never have an S on the end of it. You don't say, we have many staffs at this place. You say, we have many people who work here. They are all on staff.
Or if you're at a place and you're not sure if someone works there, you can ask, are you part of the staff? If they say yes, you know they work there.
That's right. Well, friends, we do have another key word here, and it's part of this kind of food. This food is when the mountain pig meets the Eiffel Tower. That is a long name for a kind of food, but we see a good key word here. The word is pig. Say it again. Pig. A pig is a kind of animal. It lives on a farm.
Yes, a pig. Now, some people think that pigs are cute. They are often pink in color, and pigs say, oink, oink.
Yes, Andrea, they do. That's a cute little pig friend you have there.
Yes, oink, oink, Gabe.
Is he saying goodbye?
Oh, yes, he's saying goodbye.
Some of them played instruments, and they sang many Taroko songs too. Grandma told me the group is quite famous. They have even recorded CDs. I bought one. I'm glad I'm going home soon. I really miss my family. But I know I'll miss Grandma, Roger, Brian, and all my other new friends when I get home. I think I'll start planning another trip soon. Taroko girl, Patty.
Learning English can be fun. Open the eyes. Open your eyes to the world around.
Gabe, good job. Now, I didn't know that you played the guitar.
Oh, I don't really play the guitar. I was just playing around. But it is a fun instrument to try to play.
That's true. The guitar is a fun instrument, and that word is a key word. Let's learn it together. Instrument. Instrument. An instrument is something that you play or use to make music.
And I have a question for you, friends. Do you play any instruments? This is a question that you can ask somebody else. Do you play any instruments? Do you play the guitar or the piano? I play the drums. That is my favorite instrument.
Yes, the drums are Gabe's favorite instrument, and he plays them very well. Well, Patty is writing in her journal. She says some of them played instruments and they sang Taroko songs. You know, it is fun to play an instrument like a guitar and also sing along.
Yes, and you can play an instrument and sing. And if you see a group that is playing an instrument and singing, sometimes they make music and they record that music for a CD.
Well, at the end of Patty's journal, she says, "I'll start planning another trip soon." Now, Patty is already thinking of a time when she has to go home, but she wants to come back to Taiwan.
Yes, she does. But before she can come back, she must plan to come back.
That's right. She must prepare all of the things.
Movie Minute.
Today on Travel Hualien, we are visiting Bruwan Village. Bruwan means echo in an Aboriginal language. It used to be a tribal village for the Sedek Aborigines. You can find this village close to the entrance of Taroko National Park. Visit the tourist center there before you go into the park. You'll find lots of interesting information. You can also stay overnight at a hotel in or near the village. To the north of Bruwan, you'll see the Liu River, and the Tower Mountain is to the south. There are beautiful scenes all around you. There is also a forest. You can see many different kinds of plants. They are very big and green. There are also many wild animals. Bring your binoculars. You can do some bird watching. Bruwan Village is a great place to relax and enjoy the natural beauty. You can hear birds singing and enjoy the sunshine. Next time you're in Hualien, maybe you can go to the village of Bruwan. Join us again on Travel Hualien.
Conversation Replay.
Dear Journal, I had so much fun today. We went back to Taroko Gorge and visited an Aboriginal village. The village is just for tourists now, but I saw many interesting things. And I bought a Taroko shawl for Mom. And I almost bought a Taroko poem, but Brian stopped me. He said none of the Taiwan Aboriginal tribes have a written language, so the man's poems couldn't be in the Taroko language. After we walked in the bamboo forest, we had dinner at the restaurant. It was fun to try Aboriginal food. Roger and I had barbecued pork and bamboo rice. Grandma and Brian had something called When the Mountain Pig Meets the Eiffel Tower. They said it was delicious. Then we watched some dances. All the dancers were hotel staff. Their dancing was great, and so were their costumes. Some of them played instruments, and they sang many Taroko songs too. Grandma told me the group is quite famous. They have even recorded CDs. I bought one. I'm glad I'm going home soon. I really miss my family. But I know I'll miss Grandma, Roger, Brian, and all my other new friends when I get home. I think I'll start planning another trip soon. Taroko girl, Patty.
Calendar phrase.
Andrea, guess what? Cows have 4 stomachs. 牛有4个胃.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what, Gabe? You learn something new every day.
Hey, that sounds like today's calendar phrase. Today's phrase is, you learn something new every day.
You learn something new every day.
This is a very common phrase that people use when they learn something new or something they didn't know before. They learn it and then they say, hey, you learn something new every day.
We hope that all of you can use that phrase today. And now we're going to help you with our calendar phrase skit.
You learn something new every day.
You learn something new every day. I'm reading a great book about animals. Did you know a lion sleeps 20 hours every day?
No, I didn't. You learn something new every day. What else does it say?
It says there are more chickens in the world than people.
Wow! You learn something new every day.
Oh, and listen to this. Girls are smarter than boys.
That's good to know. You learn something new every day. Wait a minute. That's not true.
I know.
You learn something new every day.
You learn something new every day.
Well, Eddie, are you and your friend talking about the question of the day?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about how, well, let me just tell you what it is.
Okay.
Okay. The question of the day. Here it is. Do you like to try new kinds of food? Why or why not?
Do you like to try new kinds of food? Why or why not?
I do like to try new kinds of food. I don't always like it, but it's good to try because we should be trying new things.
That is true. Well, friends, thank you all for joining us today here on Let's Talk in English on PTS, where
Learning English can be fun. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye.